No, no, yeah, no, no, no.
Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the infamous Ting workout programs. I just completed the 2 weeks shred program that targets your abs. So I've been wanting to do a Ting workout program probably for like well over a year, but the first time I looked at her workout program I was like, there is no way that I'll ever have time to do this. And here we are, you know, I have all the time in the world and I can't rely on dance anymore to keep me in shape. It's getting to the point where my body was sore just from laying in bed. Ting seemed like the best option, and I think it was. Each day, like, I filmed clips of me doing the workout, and I also wrote down how I was feeling in my handy dandy little notebook. So day one, I was obviously really motivated. I don't know, today I just spontaneously decided I would do it. So first I guess I'll measure myself and like show you guys what I look like. So don't mind my sports bra, it's like literally falling apart. So this is what I look like right now. Honestly, like I'm a little bloated right now, like my stomach hurts and I don't know why. My waist is 30 inches. So now I guess I'll just go around like my belly button. 32. After completing the first day, I actually had like a few tips for anybody who wanted to start this challenge. I had tried to do one of her workouts like a long time ago, and at that point in time I hadn't really been working out at all, and I remember it being so hard. But because the weeks leading up to me starting this challenge I had been working out, it felt so much more easier. Like, it was definitely still challenging, but it was so much more manageable. So I definitely recommend, if you're gonna do this challenge, don't just jump right into it after sitting in bed for weeks. I would ease into it, start with like a light beginner level workout each day. I personally had been doing Pamela Reif's 10-minute beginner ab workout almost every day, among a few others, and I was always like afraid of Ting's workouts because I thought they were like so hard after that one time I had tried them. It just helps your body kind of get into shape so that when you try and attempt to do this crazy workout challenge, your body isn't like, workout, like, what's that, you know? I was really trying to keep going with those mountain climbers even though my shoelace was untied and I kept stepping on my laces. Day two actually went by a lot quicker than the first day, and I also decided to do the optional workout because the next day there were 4 workouts, so again I wanted to prepare myself. So day 3, I woke up with a headache, but of course I worked out anyways, and I made my brother work out with me for a little bit. I think it really helps if you work out with a friend, whether you're doing the challenge with them or they're just joining you for the day, you know, whether that's a sibling that you're quarantining with, even like going on Zoom with one of your friends. Me and my friend Liz are actually starting another workout program of hers, and we're gonna do it together on Zoom, so that's gonna be really fun. And I think it's a great idea to do it with a friend because you can kind of like hold each other accountable and keep each other motivated. Another thing is, because I was filming myself, I was able to kind of look back on the footage and see what I looked like when I was doing the workout, so I could kind of see what my form looked like compared to Chloe's, if my butt was too high in my planks and things like that, because your form is very important, not just so that you get the most out of the workout, but so that you don't injure yourself. My legs were sore and I hate arms, like, especially because I already have broad shoulders, so I feel like if I were to get really muscular on my arms, I would just look like a man. But yeah, that is one thing that I did notice throughout this challenge. My core is actually a lot stronger and can take a lot more than the rest of my body. Like, when I was a kid, I used to do 100 sit-ups a day. Like, I've just always had this obsession with like having abs. Not that I've ever like had a six-pack or anything. And then I also found that I just really like working out barefoot. I think this is just like the dancer in me, also probably because I don't really own a lot of like workout sneakers. Okay, so day 5 was a rest day. I didn't write anything for day 5. Now day 6, I was motivated. I did everything full out. I actually decided to work out outside. It was a little challenging because my dog really wanted me to play with her. I can't hold a plank and throw a stick to my dog at the same time, but she doesn't understand that. So then after I completed my workout, I took a walk just because it was such a nice day, and that's something that I definitely recommend to kind of just like cool down. So day 7, I noted that like making this video was just keeping me very motivated, and I also started to do the push-ups with my burpees, which I hadn't been doing before. That's something that was optional. So day 8, I was super motivated. I did not take any breaks except for when I thought that I broke my nail, and that's why we took them off. So on day 8, I also ordered a mat. It still has yet to come. It was supposed to come today and it's still not here yet. I don't know where it is, but I really want it, because I don't know if you've noticed throughout this video, but I do not have an actual exercise mat. I've been using like carpet. I used a beach towel. I also decided to do the optional exercise, which was the Ariana Grande abs. It was only like 3 minutes. My body was like low-key kind of shaking before I started, but I did it anyways, and I felt really good after. And this is something that I definitely recommend doing if you're anything like me and you feel like your abs are a lot stronger compared to the rest of your body. So day 9 was a rest day, but I did have a ballet class on Zoom in the morning and we did do some abs. So after day 9, things started to go a little downhill, unfortunately. So day 10, I was very tired and unmotivated, and I didn't get around to doing my workout until 2 a.m. I don't remember exactly what was going on that day, but I know I was like extremely busy. I just did the low intensity versions of things, and I did take the breaks in between. I actually switched day 10 and day 11 because day 11 was only 2 workouts and day 10 was 4, and it was 2 a.m. I had Zoom at like 9 a.m. in the morning, and I was tired. I needed my sleep. Like, I don't think my body could have even handled 4 workout videos. So that brings us to day 11 when I did day 10. I was still pretty tired and unmotivated. It wasn't like nearly as bad as it was the night before. I was also experiencing a little bit of back pain, so I did kind of take it a little bit easy. This past week was finals week. So day 12, I was also really busy, and unfortunately my workout got pushed to the nighttime. If you watched my night routine, you saw that I actually used to work out like every night, but I watched one of Ting's videos where she talked about like what is the best time to work out. Working out at night really is not that good for you. I'll link that video below if you want to check it out. Maybe this is part of why like I don't sleep at night. I had just eaten. It probably was not the best time for me to work out, but I really just didn't want to wait any longer. I wanted to get it over with. I wanted to go on Zoom with my friends, shower, and go to bed. So I worked out. I was kind of like shaking the whole time, but it's fine, you know, we did it. Alright, so day 13 was also a little rough. My abs were finally sore. It was just a little hard to get through just because I had still not been sleeping well. Like, my sleep schedule this past week was literally just so terrible. Like, I had been going to bed at 3 a.m. and then having to get up at 9 for school. Another thing I think that didn't help me very much, I was probably very dehydrated considering the only time I drank water was when I had tea at night when I was working out. And I don't know if this counts, but the water that's used to make my coffee, but I don't really think that counts as water. I was pretty dehydrated, so that's something I personally need to work on. And also just like eating more clean, I think would help. And then we come to day 14. Day 14 was rough. I got 4 hours of sleep. I had a final due that day, which I spent the whole day stressing out over. So it was the last day, but I didn't work out. I think just because my body had been running on such a small amount of sleep, like it just was getting to the point where like it wasn't healthy for me to be working out like that. I think Ting would agree with me. She does have like a little Q&A, does say that like if you're not feeling well, you can take a rest day, but like when you are doing the workouts, you know, you got to give it your all and you got to do all the workouts. You know, it's just a matter of like doing it half-assed or taking a rest day, and I think taking the rest day was the better option. It was the only rest day I really took, and honestly like I just did not have time. I made sure that I got 8 hours of sleep, so I went to bed once again at 3 a.m. Sorry, I was actually doing homework. And then I woke up at like 9, and I forced myself to go back to sleep until like 2 because I knew that my body like desperately needed sleep. And then when I woke up at 2, I did my workout, and at first I was kind of feeling unmotivated. Like I still didn't feel like it. Like I feel like I was waiting for this time where I was gonna feel like 100% motivated. And it just like wasn't happening. But once I got through the first video, I was like really motivated. I was like, dude, like this is the last day. Like people are still on like their 3rd day, and like you're on your last day. How good does that feel? You know what I mean? So I just kind of gave it my all. And I remember there was this part where I was like in a plank and like I almost put my leg down, and I was like, nope, we're not gonna do that. No more of that, you know?
The workout, guys. I hope you're enjoying this.
I am done. You know, not only do you also have to eat clean, but you actually have to take care of your body so that your body is like actually able to get through all of these workouts. And so I think that was a good lesson for me to learn. Overall, I think I definitely see more muscle definition in my stomach, especially like when I'm not flexing. It's always been there, like if I flex really hard, because I've always flexed really hard for Instagram. I don't know if you noticed, but in real life, I may not always have abs, but on Instagram, I always have abs. This is like a little TMI, but I feel like I was starting to get just the smallest amount of like cellulite on the back of my legs, and that's not like a bad thing or anything. Like if that's something that you have, I'm not trying to body shame or say that at all, but it's not there anymore, like at all. Like everything is much more toned. I do like see a difference in that perspective. Definitely would recommend trying out her program. So that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe and turn on my post notifications so you can be notified every time I upload a video, and make sure you stick around because in about like a month or so there might be a new Chloe Ting workout challenge completion results video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye.